Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 27. And they'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field. I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To throw again is Lawrence. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now Lawrence. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 4 catches now on this drive alone. They can't stop him. It's another 1st down. And they'll run with Etienne. And they'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne punching it in from a yard away. And the Jaguars respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the 10. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. A tight one, 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action now. Cousins. finding Hockenson here on the out route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 4th down.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. Open here, Adam Thielen. He's got room at the 30. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. First down, here's the run with Cook. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
On second down, it's Cook again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are able to move back in front. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes this a 14-8 ball game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He targets Ingram for another grab. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try to run with ETN. A loss of 2 there, second down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now Lawrence to throw. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And he won't be able to get the throw off. He's sacked. And you have to wonder why they went for it there. It remains a tie game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Second and 10. Here's Cousins. Incomplete, right side to Cook. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Throwing, Cousins. Dalvin Cook now catches on back-to-back plays. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Cousins on 1st down. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To the air again, it's Cousins. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing is Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Osborne. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. I'm ready. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, All I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. ETN up the middle. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Here's Lawrence to throw. And Ingram holds it in. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, a 20-yard touchdown. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Jaguars 21, Vikings 14.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Well, they get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
And average yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Third and short yardage, Cousins. And some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First down, here's Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Cousins. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Aluakin. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 25 yards that time.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield. Touchdown! Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line stay right where it is.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception. So
he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 3/4 in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
With the score, Jaguars 27, Vikings 14.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Play fake. Cousins.
throw caught there by Osborne. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand the field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
They go play action. Cousins.
Open man is Osborne. He's got it. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 12-yard line.
Cousins. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
Touchdown, Vikings.
Kirk Cousins on the connection to Justin Jefferson. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Joseph now to have the PAT. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From the 6. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
23 yards the pickup there. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
From midfield now, Lawrence.
Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Lawrence.
Throw left side, complete to Ingram. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
straight ahead, Etienne.
And he'll take this one in for a Jaggs touchdown. Travis Etienne with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jaguars get an important score there to extend their lead here this fourth quarter.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for two.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the 10.
Well, now how about this return?
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. To throw on 2nd and 10. Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Osborne.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Cousins. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off.
And the Jags are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence.
Looking downfield for Jones. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram.
Picked off by Chandon Sullivan. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jaguars will take over here at their own 14-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. He targets Ingram for another grab. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So it's the Jaguars who come away with a win, and they got a solid outing here from their quarterback, Charles, and that's, of course, Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, he did a little bit of everything, didn't he? He had 2 touchdown passes through the air, another one on the ground, and that defense, they really had no answer for many of their drives.